Hello and welcome to this video in the Google Shopping Training Series. In today's video, we'll be talking about the troubleshooting flow for your results. Well, I wish that I could say that by putting up these ads, you will only spend money when someone is wanting to buy, but the truth is, it's so much more complicated than that. In today's video, we will discuss what could be causing your customers to leave based on how far along they've gotten into your funnel. Before we get started with the training, I wanted to remind everyone to subscribe to the channel. I put out a video every single day to build your knowledge in advertising, marketing, Shopify, and dropshipping. I do this absolutely free of charge. I also host a live call every Thursday night for the Facebook group, where I give away a 1-hour consulting call. By subscribing, you're helping this channel reach more people and build out the revenue required to keep producing these videos for you. Thank you so much for clicking through. I hope you enjoy the video. Today, we aren't going to be opening up our Google accounts. Instead, we're going to be talking about how your customers will be interacting with your business through every step of the process, from impression to purchase. So what are the steps in the customer journey? Number 1, impression. Number 2, click. Number 3, add to cart. Number 4, initiate checkout. And number 5, purchase. Well, I put this in a list. It is important to note that this is the least likely way that people will interact with your business. In most cases, they will see an impression a few times before deciding to click through. Most people don't buy after clicking, especially not their first interaction with a company. Not every cart that is created goes to checkout, and not every checkout finishes. We have to ask then, how do we interpret the information and improve the results? Let's start with impressions. Simply put, impressions are how many times you have had your product ad delivered. Google does not charge you for delivering your product ads in the shopping campaigns. Instead, they charge when someone clicks through. This gives us a unique opportunity to figure out what products are hot in the market and how people are looking for them. Let's break down a few scenarios. High impression, low clicks. Your ad is being delivered and nobody is clicking through. Everything is set up correctly though. So how do you know your customers are being served a good ad? Well, you don't. Because Google Ads will add the variant information to your shopping placement. If you have variant information that makes no sense to the product, this is a problem. So let's just say you have a variant option of ships from. You'll have the product title followed by a country. This can be very confusing for a potential customer, so it's important to remove those variant types when possible and to make your variants as simple as possible. Instead of putting a variant option such as length in feet, put the variant option as length and put the option for the product as 5 feet. Another problem could be price. Have you checked to see how you compare in price to your competitors? Google Shopping is an image-based search engine. Assuming you have all the same or a similar image and identical products, why would they choose a product listing at a higher price? It makes no sense. In a lot of the cases, the lowest price will win the click. This doesn't mean that always you'll get somebody lower in your search. Not all searches will show the lowest priced competitor. It is bid based. And if the lowest cost competitor is out of budget for the day or the bids are too low, you will show up and maybe you might be the lowest. Don't always adjust the price of your products to be a cost leader. Sometimes it pays to have fewer clicks but higher margins. Analyze and decide based on your data. Low impressions. You need to take a look at your tags on Shopify as well as your product descriptions. Google uses this information to serve your shopping ad to the best audience based on query data. If you don't have any tags or are missing your product description, how can Google know what your product is all about? SEO plays a huge part of how well your ads will perform. In tomorrow's video, we'll be going over the Shopify side of things. Don't worry. Before we move on to clicks, I want to talk about click-through rate. Your click-through rate is simply the amount of clicks divided by total impressions. Don't take too much stock in your click-through rate unless it drops below 0.5%. When it does, it's time to make some improvements to your listing It's to ensure that more people are going to be clicking through. Why? Google uses a proprietary algorithm to deliver your ads, and performance is a huge driver of this. So if you have poor performance, it may impact your delivery. All right, clicks. Nothing is more exciting than to have someone browsing your creation. I still get really excited seeing people navigate to my website. For now, we have to temper that excitement and ask, why would someone click, but not buy? A high portion of your audience will not buy from you on the first interaction with your company. 98%, in fact. Whether we know we have a bias or not, we always have our guards up when we have someone new in front of us or we're somewhere new. Even digitally. Don't take it so seriously. If you notice that people aren't adding to cart, maybe it's time to look at the following: your product description, your website design, your color scheme, or the website load time. Now, I have done videos on all 4 of these, so I won't be talking in depth about it. There will be a link to the training series on setting up your website properly so you can troubleshoot each of these correctly. Just know that if you're getting plenty of clicks but nobody wants to add to cart, start going through this list and optimize like your life depends on it. Add to cart. Yay! They're almost there. But they left. Let's talk about this. Your website isn't the grocery store. It's not a Walmart supercenter. We didn't have to go out of our way to get there and add things to our cart, so we aren't as invested as consumers to purchase. Our time and energy and effort have been minimal to get to this point. Think about how often you'd spend 20 minutes in the car driving to the store, 30 minutes going up and down the aisles filling up your cart, 5 minutes standing in line to say, you know what? I don't want this stuff anymore. That really doesn't happen because you're invested in what you needed to buy. And if you weren't invested in what you needed to buy, you wouldn't have made the trip to the store. Online shopping is predominantly window shopping or shopping for the future. Your consumers aren't ready to purchase or buy right now. If they added it to cart, maybe they're planning on a future purchase. Maybe they never wanted it in the first place. They just wanted to feel the rush of pretending to buy. Who knows? Here's something that you can do to troubleshoot some real problems at this step, though. When a customer presses the Add to Cart button, this should lead to the cart page. It is as simple as that. Once they've made the decision that that item belongs in their cart, stop the browsing and get them to buy. They can browse later with a good follow-up email. Once they get to the cart page, it needs to be simple. A quick overview of the cart is sufficient. The only time you should have seller notes available is when you have a customizable product available on your website. Also, don't upsell on the cart page. Sure, that works in the supermarket with candy bars because you're hungry and you want it. You want to upsell something? Upsell after the purchase with apps like Zipify one-click upsell. Initiate checkout. Here they are. I can almost hear the ka-ching. But why did they leave? In most cases, people leave during checkout because of a lack of trust or something unexpected came up. Does your checkout have the same overall look and feel of your website? It should. On Shopify, in any account, you can customize the look of the checkout so the colors match and even add your logo. Now, you can't customize too much unless you have a Shopify Plus account, but take the time to make the colors match and to have your logo on that page. Secondly, check out your form data. I had a client who was forcing an apartment number field as mandatory. They couldn't figure out why their purchases were so low and why they kept getting weird form fillouts using their automatic fulfillment app. I knew right away. This fixed the issue immediately, increased their conversion rate from 0.1% to a solid and respectable 4%. Lastly, don't charge for shipping. People have the amount of money in their mind of what they're about to spend. They don't want to be forced to pay another charge for shipping. Give them the option of shipping that I teach, but always, always, always offer free shipping. Wow, I keep forgetting how long these troubleshooting videos get. That's all for this one. If it helped you out at all, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more daily advertising, marketing, Shopify, and dropshipping training. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.